Born in 1756 in Salzburg, Austria, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was a musician capable of playing multiple instruments and started playing in public at the age of 6. Over the years, Mozart composed hundreds of works that included the Magic Flute and Requiem. To celebrate his legacy, the 6th Johannesburg International Mozart Festival is currently being held in Johannesburg. To tell us more about Mozart's work, we are joined in studio by Florian Uhlig, the artistic director of the Johannesburg International Mozart Festival. Good to have you, Florian. Thank you very much for being with us on the program.
It's my pleasure. Good morning.
Good morning to you. How much has Mozart's work influenced classical music?
A lot. I mean, Mozart was somebody who was so interested in a huge variety of different styles and of genres. He's written opera, he's written symphonies, he's written instrumental music, choral music, vocal music, chamber music. I don't think there's anybody else in the history of music who's really covered all the genres and the different styles. An unbelievably curious mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible because some have said his compositions are marked with vivid emotions, sophisticated textures. There's so many words to describe it. How would you describe his music, though?
It's absolutely vibrant, and I think it's something that still touches our lives today, though Mozart has been dead for such a long time.
Yeah.
But if you transport him even into our context today, there is something very immediate and very exciting about his music.
Yeah. Tell us about the life of Mozart. I mean, he faced a lot of challenges in his lifetime.
He certainly did. There was illness. He loved gambling. He loved women. He was traveling a lot. And let's not forget that as a child prodigy, he was traveling all around Europe. And this is way before we had planes and trains. And he didn't have Facebook. He didn't have email. So imagine how tough it must have been back in those days to travel by coach from one place to the other. To actually get up early in the morning, travel in a freezing coach, then get out the other end, play a concert, and then go straight on to the next gig. I mean, it must have been very tough. We're very lucky to be artists in this day and age.
It is the truth, and artists reliving the power of Mozart and the beauty of Mozart, and that's why taking his music around the world is something that you do. I mean, I was looking at the list of countries that you have played in and you have taken this to. It's all over the world, and everybody's touched by this. Why is it important to take it around the world, though?
Because it still speaks to us in a very important way, and I'm very interested in the intersections. Obviously, Mozart is something that his music is something that was written a long time ago. But if you, in my programs, for instance, I try to juxtapose some of his works with works of contemporary composers, and through those intersections, there's a very exciting dialogue happening. So where the works of Mozart cast an interesting light on other works, and the other way around.
You know, you're telling me it goes everywhere. I mean, let's just focus here on what's happening in Johannesburg and Pretoria. You're taking it to different venues. You're also, however, taking it into the townships.
Yes, that's what we do.
I would love to know the reactions. have you been yet, or is it something that's only about to happen?
We've done this for many years. This is obviously the 6th edition of the festival, and ever since the first day, we have taken music to the townships, and we place great emphasis on educational activities. For instance, just now, after our television show, I'm running a workshop at Parktown School for Girls, where we're talking and performing to 1,000 girls, and we're actually trying to make it as interactive as possible for the girls to ask questions, to participate in this. And I'll be joined by Claire Loveday, our composer in residence. So the idea of educational initiatives happens on a number of levels at this festival. Another thing that's just happened is a one-week vocal masterclass in Pretoria, where we have advertised a masterclass, a singing masterclass for young South African talents. So the masterclass was open. We have done a pre-selection on the basis of audio tapes that have been sent in, and a fabulous professor from the Cologne Music University has given this class and is actually coaching 8 South African students in a very intense way. And as a result of this, 1 or 2 or even 3 scholars will be picked up, and we will send them to Cologne for a fully funded 1 year of vocal studies there.
That's absolutely amazing. Have you noticed over the years, I mean, you say this has been running for 6 years, the change in mindset and the appreciation of the music from South Africans? I mean, I know there's an appreciation, but let's talk about the mass appreciation and these incredible musicians and artists that are coming out of the country.
Well, the figures speak for themselves. Last year, the audience number was 8,000, and the year before it was 3,000, and we see that we get new audiences all the time. We get young people, we get people from across the whole spectrum of the various communities in South Africa, and we're working very, very hard through a number of ways, through programming, through communication, using modern media, social networks, to actively engage with the various communities and to bring the music out there and ask them to participate in this dialogue.
Beautiful. All right, here's the website, www.join-mozart-festival.org, correct?
Correct.
Okay. join-mozart-festival.org. Get on the website, you can see exactly where it's taking place, and please do participate. Thank you for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure having you. Florian Uhlig, who's the Artistic Director of the Johannesburg International Mozart Festival. Here is the music of Mozart to lead us into the sports news.